hate America. J Gang, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel for another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the hottest topics right now in 2019. We literally only been in 2019 for a week, but so much is going on. The year barely got started. What's happening? But first, I'm in the shot, so yeah. Sorry, I had a long day at work and I needed that. Alright, but let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is R. Kelly. Alright, I don't know how many of y'all watched the Surviving R. Kelly documentary on Lifetime, but woo, child. Like, I used to hear a lot of stories about R. Kelly when I was, like, younger, you know, about, like, the pissing on the girls and the sex tapes and all that. But, you know, I was young. Like, I was really, like, a kid. And I didn't really pay much attention to stuff as I pay attention, like, now about, like, stuff I be hearing. So, when I watched the documentary, and I knew about the Aaliyah thing, too. But, you know, I didn't really know too much of details. Like, you feel me? Like, I didn't know the whole little... I didn't know how deep it was. Like, I didn't get how deep it was until I watched the documentary. Now, when I watched the documentary, I'm not gonna lie, the first night, I was kind of like, nah, I don't really like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't believe them at first. I really didn't. But the second night, I'm not even gonna lie. Once it got to the second night, I'm not gonna lie, some of their stories had me like crying. Like, I dead ass was crying. Like, that man is really sick. But it's like, even though now that we know that he's really sick, it's like still at the same time, it's still conflicting, because some of these women, it's just like, number one, why would you put yourself in this position? Especially if you don't heard stories about, you know, about how he go. And another thing is, like, the parents of the underage girls. Like, if you know, like, one person's parents was saying how the girl had them went and met with him in the studio without telling them, and when they went to the hotel or wherever they was trying to get the little girl from, they wouldn't go get the girl when they went to the front desk. First of all, as a parent, what parent whose child has just lied to them about their whereabouts, they find out their real whereabouts, goes to get their child, ain't gonna let somebody tell them, oh, you can't see her, she's in a meeting right now? But what the fuck you mean? The meeting is off, bitch. What you mean? Ain't no, oh, she's in a meeting right, and then y'all, bitch, fuck all that. I don't know what kind of parents they is, but I know the parent that I got, if I did some shit like that when I was young, even with me not even being a girl, but just me being a boy, but just period, me being underage, and I'm lying about my whereabouts, and I'm somewhere doing some shit I ain't got no business doing, my mom's kicking the door down. There is no permission, like, oh, you know you can't see Joshua. No. She's gonna come get me. And even with that, if they're refusing to let you see your child, and your child is underage, why haven't you called the police? Like, I don't get that part. Like, that just seems so, like, iffy to me. Like, that's why I have, like, conflicted opinion about the documentary. Like, I do believe that he has done some of the things that they are saying, but it's just like, at the same time, some of the stories, they're just not adding up to me. It's just really not. I don't believe everybody's gonna lie on him like that, but it's just like, I don't know. And then another one was saying how their daughter was in the crowd and he picked their daughter out and brung her up on stage. First of all, and they were saying how they had heard that he liked underage girls. So if you know that he liked underage girls, why would you let your underage daughter go on stage with him and then go backstage with him? Are you out of your mind? Like, what? Like, please, I need y'all to help me understand that. I just don't understand some of their stories. I really just don't. Like, I really don't. Like I said, I believe all of them, but some of them to a certain extent, because it's just like, at the same time, it seemed like some of them was pimping their kids out to me, honestly, until they knew what their kids was really facing. And now they want to get on TV and do this documentary. Honestly, that's what it seems like to me. I don't know. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. I do feel like, yes, he is guilty. but a lot of them parents is just as guilty. Honestly, I feel like he needs to go to jail, but I also feel like he needs to go to some type of rehabilitation because he was molested. His brother said that they was molested as kids, and maybe he never like got over it. I'm not saying it's an excuse of him doing it now to like younger girls, but I do think psychologically something is wrong. I think he is traumatized from when they got molested as kids by their sister. The next thing I want to talk about is Centoya Brown. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I always heard of Centoya Brown, but when I heard about her, I always heard like little bits and pieces of the story. Like I never heard like the whole story. So when she like got her clemency, that's when I started like reading and I like watched the documentary. Now, if you're not familiar with the Centoya Brown case or whatever, basically one night she was prostituting because that's what she was doing. She was prostituting and she met up with this little white guy or whatever, and they went back to his place. And she said when she went back to his place, you know, he was giving her a little off vibe. And for whatever reason, when he moved in the bed, I guess she thought he was gonna kill her, so she had a gun, her little pistol on her, and she shot him. Now, I know a lot of y'all like rooting for her, and y'all are happy for her clemency. I am too, but to a certain extent. But like the way people was like rooting for her, like they rooting like she innocent. Cause I'm not gonna lie, before I, you know, learned about the story on my own, from the stories that I had heard, people were saying that he raped her and that's what made her kill him and da 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 da. But when I read the story and I watched the documentary, that's not what the fuck I heard. And that ain't what the hell I read. I don't necessarily feel like she should have got life in prison because, and the reason why I say this is because when I watched her documentary, there was psychiatrists and doctors that did evaluations on her and her brain and her mental health. And basically they was basically saying like, she ain't necessarily insane, but all her marbles really just ain't there. Like she's not like crazy, like batshit crazy, like how the white boys they be shooting up the schools, they're batshit crazy. But she definitely does have a mental issue. And I don't think it's fair that these little white boys could just walk up in these little schools with these fucking big ass guns, shoot every fucking body, and then claim they insane, and instead of going to jail, they go to a mental institution. I feel like the same thing should have happened to her. And I feel like because she's partially African American, that's the reason why they gave her life, and the man that she killed is a white man. But she definitely should have been taken to a mental institution instead of jail for life, for the rest of her life. Now, I don't necessarily feel like she should be a free woman. I really don't. Well, to a certain extent, to a certain extent, because at the same time, I really feel like she shot him just to rob him. I really do, because they say she went joyriding in his car and she was taking belongings from his house after he was deceased. So I think she's guilty. But I do think, like I said, it's really something with, I feel like the mental health plays a part in it. And I really feel like because she was 16 and because she was being pimped out unwillingly, I think she honestly, I really don't feel like she really knew any better. Even though the motive behind it was kind of bad. Well, not kind of bad. That shit was horrible. But I just still feel like, I feel like she was just like, I don't really feel like she really knew better. Like, I honestly don't. Because, like, number one, I said her mental issue. And then number two, she always had a hard life. Like, I feel like she was just a young girl, just honestly getting it how she lived. And I really don't feel like she knew the extent or the consequences to her actions. But like I said, I don't necessarily feel like she should be a free woman because of what she did. But I don't think she deserved to spend as much time as she did in prison, number one. And I don't think she deserved to get sentenced to life in prison. She should have been transferred to one of the mental institutions and gotten the help that she deserves and that she needs. But let it be one of these little white boys. I hate America. Alright, the next thing that I want to talk about is Donald Trump. Y'all president, not mine. So last week, the government had done shut down or whatever, right? Because Donald Trump want this wall built. The Democrats don't want the wall built. And they had a whole little government shutdown. I think we still in the shutdown. But what threw me for a loop was when these bitches started playing with my fucking money, talking about they wasn't gonna fucking mail W-2s. Well, if they wasn't gonna mail it, what was they gonna do? Email it? Because I was gonna get my W-2 one way or another. Now, this is why I got a problem at. Because, you know, at the end of the day, y'all already done voted the damn man into office. and it just is what it is. It's whatever. But I work hard, okay? I don't care nothing about no wall. I don't care about you throwing no temper tantrum about no fucking wall. Don't play with my W-2s. Don't play with my W-2s because I hated every job I ever had. So I don't even be wanting to be there. The least you could do is give me my W-2s. I don't even know why he's so pressed about that wall anyway, because I like the Mexicans. I love a good chulo. Love them. Like, why I'm building a wall, but at the same time, Trump is, paying $372 an hour to build the wall, something like that. And right now, I'm working just a little bit over minimum wage. I'm not a construction worker, but for $372 an hour, you can call me about the builder, cause shit. But the government has decided to mail out W-2s regardless of the shutdown. But the downside of that is still a lot of people that work, I know TSA workers, they not gonna be getting paid. So who gonna go to work? Cause I don't know nobody that's gonna go to work without getting paid. And then the terrorists and the Mexicans, they really gonna be, alright. Y'all done voted this man in president. You gonna fuck this country. Y'all finna die. Cause I'm finna move to Canada. Alright, next thing that I want to talk about is Kaya versus the City Girls MP. Kaya was on Instagram Live, and she had this to say.
You know I'm mad at you because you let them old dirty ass city girls sample my shit and you didn't pay me. While you act like you got so much money, you ugly fat neck, and you got them two pregnant, two friends supposed to be pregnant from your ugly ass at the same time. You know if you ain't had no money to be with your ugly fat face ass. But if you was a real, you would have called the queen to write for them young, dirty, ugly city girls. And
well, I don't know why Kaya's so upset at P, because the City Girls made that song before they was even signed to QC. And then when they signed them, when QC got the rights to the song, P posted the receipts, and apparently they paid the label and everybody, that owns the publishing rights. And Kaya, you weren't on that list. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to be your label supposed to distribute the money to you, or what the fuck going on, or how that's supposed to go, but if you really own the rights to the song, I think you would have got paid. So that must be you don't own the rights to your song like how you be claiming you do. I mean, you probably wrote it, but do you own the rights? That's the big difference. And I don't know why she going so hard on the City Girls. I like the City Girls. I love the City Girls. I love what they promote. Fuck a nigga, get the check, trust. Yeah. And why would somebody need to call you and let you know that they want to sample your song? I mean, is it really that deep? Is it really that serious? It's just you in the background saying fuck that nigga. It's not like, I mean, yeah, it's your voice, but literally it's just your voice saying 3 words. I mean, is it really all that deep? Then after he responded with the receipts, this is what she said.
Y'all like to get a nigga the money. Why couldn't you be a real nigga, call the queen and say, Queen, I want to sample your shit. I got these new little young girls, I want to sample your shit. Here go. You got all this money. You got all this money. You niggas so rich. I'm so poor. I ain't got shit but my van. Why the fuck you ain't call me and say, Queen, it ain't nothing. Get this money. Okay? I want to sample your voice, your shit. I seen you a publisher on this motherfucker. You own copyrights. You own the publishing to a percentage of this song. Here go your money. Okay? You went to them niggas and let them niggas fool you into thinking it was theirs. It ain't theirs. They don't own it by themselves. You got to clear it through everybody. So yes, they got your fuck ass. They got your fuck ass. So they ain't tell you what Kaya own half of the song too. You got to pay her too, huh? You need to call me and pay me too. Because if everybody don't clear it, it ain't cleared. Or either you gonna get the label to go, just give her percentage of the publishing. Give her percentage. No. Where's the money, bitch? Call me about my shit because you using my shit and my voice on your song to make your little hot.
Now, like I said, they made that song before he even signed them, and he clearly gave the receipt showing that he paid whoever he needed to pay. And Kai, your name was not on the list. So if you really own the rights to this song like you claiming that you do, well, why don't you sue them? She been saying something about the song ever since it came out. So it's like, if it's really bothering you, if it's really that bad on your heart, if it's really laying on your spirit, why don't you just take legal action, babe? I don't get it. It's not, I just don't get it. And she keep calling P ugly. But P not ugly to me. I don't know if it's because he got money or what, but shit. If P say he want to be with me, he could be my little teddy bear. Alright, the next thing is Alexis Sky and Lucci. It's solo Lucci. Let me clear that up real quick just so y'all know which Lucci we talking about. So ever since Alexis Sky had this little baby, you know, it's been some speculation that, you know, the father of the child could be Solo Lucci and not really Fetty Wap. And I'm one of those people who thought that. I'm not even gonna lie, because they did kind of look like Solo Lucci. I don't really see Fetty Wap in the child, but the DNA test said another thing. So finally, after, you know, because he did say that he'd been asked, and she said no. But when the baby came out, he said it did, you know, he even had his own speculation. So he was trying to get a DNA, and she finally let him get one. And it turns out that he is not the father. But, you know, it's, you know, I don't know who they went to, but, you know, some people, you could pay them and they'll have the test come out any way that you want it to. So I don't know. If Solo Lucci ain't the baby daddy, I still don't see Fetty Wap. I need Fetty Wap to take one too. I do. I honestly do. But after the test was uploaded, this is what Solo Lucci had to say.
Hey man, what's going on? Stop lying all the time. I'm sick of your stupid ass. Boy, I just woke up. Boy, I can't even get sleep out my eyes before I get on this hoe, man. This bitch a motherfucking habitual liar. Don't make me show these motherfucking text messages. Stop lying. Show the whole thing. So you want to show pictures and shit, bitch? I show the real pictures and the real text. Yeah. I'm not the father. First of all, thank you, God, I ain't the father. You understand what I'm saying? I could not deal with going through that shit for the rest of my life. What you talking about? But first of all, this motherfucking text. Listen, before we did this test, you know what this bitch tell me? Hey, regardless if look, man, if she's your baby, just please don't go to the internet after it happened, you know what I'm saying? Just please don't go to the internet, because my character, this and that, and please, we better than that. And what this stupid ass did? First thing she did, went to the internet. Bitch, you is a bird, bro. I'm tired of her, bro. I'm so tired of her. Talking about don't go to the internet, your character. But you gonna go to the internet and try to make me look some way. But you was texting me, asking me not to do all this. You out of my face asking me not to do all this. You weak as fuck. Then the bitch talking about trying to hide some results. You the mother. How I'm gonna hide results from you? Fuck liar. This bitch a habitual liar. Y'all keep falling into this old guilt trip she be doing. Talking about how she going through all this and that. Bitch, all these... Talking about, I'm not the only woman in the world who didn't know who her baby daddy was. Bitch, so, but ain't none of them whole shit who don't. So ain't nobody trying to separate you.
I feel like, honestly, he should just be happy that, like he said, I think he should just be happy that he's not the father. And just leave the girl be. I mean, you ain't the father. You ain't got to deal with it. You ain't got to deal with her. And she's such a bird. She kind of is. But, I mean, you ain't got to deal with it. So it's just like, I wouldn't even speak on it after. Like, okay, if you're not the father. I would just be like, if I'm not the father, I'm just not the father. I mean, he had his doubts. His doubts were proven wrong. Just move on. The next thing is Real Housewives of Atlanta. So on the past episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, basically Candy invited Portia to her husband Todd's birthday party. And apparently when Portia was there, Portia's boyfriend, fiance, his ex-girlfriend was at the party, and she, I guess, gave old boy a kiss on the cheek, and Portia ain't like it, so Portia was in her face talking about what's up, and they escorted Portia out of the party. So basically the whole episode, we had Candy on one side, you know, her employee, which is, one of her employees, which is Portia's ex-assistant was saying how the Portia's boyfriend stopped the girl, and I guess he tried to give her a kiss on the cheek or some shit like that. And Portia got mad, and she got in the middle, and Portia was chest bumping her. Then Portia and old boy was on the other side saying that the girls just kept walking by them. Then the girl came and gave him a kiss on the cheek, and then that's when she asked, "Oh girl, what's going on?" And then that's when it started going left. And then Portia got mad because she texted Candy and told Candy that basically they were starting with her, and Candy said that she apologized and they'll talk about it later. But the later never came, so Portia got upset. So basically when they went to Tanya's house and they had a little get together, they got into a little argument, and Portia feels like Candy's fake because she basically took one side of the story and just ran with it without getting the other side. Now, in my opinion, I do love Candy, and Candy is my favorite housewife, but I do agree with Portia on this one. Because like she said, Candy was not over there, so you don't really know what happened. You're just taking one side of the story and running with it. You don't really know what happened. Now, I don't really know whose story to really believe. Because I'm not going to lie, like, even if Portia did get butt with old girl, you know, I would have been the same way. Because let a motherfucker the nigga that I'm talking to, let a bitch he used to talk to walk up to us and give him a kiss on the cheek. Bitch, first it's off with your lips, then it's off with your head, okay? Don't fucking play with me. But at the same time, Candy's employee and the ex-girlfriend, they saying that she never even stopped talking to old boy, and after the little altercation happened, old boy was still texting her phone after the party. So shit, I don't really know. But I do honestly think that Candy should have had a conversation with Portia about it before just taking their little side of the story and just running with it. That wasn't, I don't feel like, even though her and Portia aren't the best of friends anymore, I just still feel like that would have been the right thing to do. Not just assume she just came to your party, just acting the fool. Alright, and the last thing is Love and Hip Hop Miami. So, I haven't watched the second episode yet, but last week I watched the first episode of this season. And honestly, I don't really know what to think yet. But from what I have seen, I feel like this season is about to get really, like, catty. Like, I could just see it now. Like, the whole Trick Daddy and Trina thing, I feel like Trick Daddy and Trina are just on two totally different levels now. Like, I don't think, because Trick Daddy's still trying to be, he's still trying to channel the old Trick Daddy. Not saying that's a bad thing, but he's still trying to channel that type of music. And Trina doesn't want to do that music anymore, so I feel like the communication is off. That's what I feel like. I really wish that they could work it out, because, you know, a Trick and Trina album is, like, long overdue, but at this day and age, I don't think it's going to work out. And I don't really think nobody's really checking for it either. Just being honest. I think they should just keep it. Just let it be. And if Trina wants to release a new album, she should do that, because that album is long overdue. I don't even think she should have even thought about the Trick and Trina album. She should need to think about the Trina album that she's been supposed to been put out about 5 years ago. Because all she done dropped 2 EPs in the midst of that, and I liked the first one, but the second one was trash. It's just, at this point, keep the solo album too, Trina. I love Trina. I love the baddest bitch, but girl, I feel like they've had their time. They've ran their course. But the new music, nah, we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't want it. We don't need it. No. Y'all, my camera had died. So, yeah. And I had took a shower and everything. And I'm deep conditioning my hair, so, yeah. That's why I got my hoodie tied on like this, because I'm definitely looking crazy. But also with Love and Hip Hop, Little Miss Amara La Negra has been in everybody man DM. So apparently Amara was in Gunplay DM trying to get with him. Now, I don't really know how much I believe this. Like, I really can't believe that. Don't get me wrong. I think Gunplay is so fun. I really do. I really think Gunplay is so sexy. But I don't see Amara going for that kind of dude. I don't see that. Maybe he was DMing her because, you know, Amara, you know, she got a nice little shape. You know, he probably trying to hit him. And I don't see her going into his DM. Like, I just don't see that. I really don't. Somebody got to show me the receipt. But as the season pan out, I guess we just going to have to see. Now, another thing with Love and Hip Hop is Miss JoJo. Now, Tip Drill had called her out because apparently JoJo be going back and forth from Amara to Bobby to Prince, all the way back to Amara. And I guess she just, you know, be doing a little fake thing. I don't know, though. I like JoJo, but from what I've seen and from what I've been hearing, and from what I've seen in the trailer and from what I've been hearing from, like, you know, the other cast members, JoJo is a little shit starter. We just gonna have to see. I don't know. I don't believe it. I'm gonna really have to see it because I actually like JoJo, but I guess we gonna find out. But that is all I have for today, guys. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I want to start doing videos like these more often, so let me know how you guys feel about these kind of videos in the comments. And if you have not already oh, I look real crazy. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you can become a part of the J Gang, cause we lit. I look too crazy. Oh my god, I gotta go. I'll see y'all in the next video.